As Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Every moment of awareness is the beginning of change. Integrity means keeping your word. Equality means respecting each other. Commitment means being willing to invest for the long run. Boundaries mean staying close without losing yourself. Yoo-hoo! Welcome to Galaxy Manifesto. This is Yvonne. On the journey of learning love and wisdom, we're never alone. A warm welcome if this is your first time here. This is a channel where we use color perception method as a gateway to inner exploration, learning to awaken our sixth sense, dive into the subconscious, and walk the path of self-healing and greater happiness. Today, we're going to explore the energy field of the yellow on top, the yellow on the bottom card combination, focusing on its 7th aspect, value system development, and its 8th aspect, inner growth. In simple terms, love is like a house, and value are its foundation. No matter how beautiful the walls are, if the foundation isn't solid, it won't last long. The energy of yellow on top, deep yellow on the bottom represents exactly the stability and sincerity that early healthy relationship needs. The yellow above is like the sun. It stands for clarity, hope, and honesty. The deep yellow below is like the earth. It brings responsibility, steadiness, and reliability. When these two energies come together, they create the 4 cornerstones of love: integrity, equality, commitment, and boundaries. Integrity means keeping your word. Equality means respecting each other. Commitment means being willing to invest for the long run. Boundaries mean staying close without losing yourself. This might sound practical or unromantic, but they're actually the rules of love. Just like the Emperor card represents structure and order, these principles give a relationship safety and direction. For example, you both agree not to say hurtful things during arguments. You both be honest about money, give each other personal space, and treat each other's family with kindness. None of this sounds like movie-style romance, but ironically, it is these rules that keeps romance alive over time. When two people feel respect and trust, love can finally relax and bloom freely. From a culture point of view, yellow has always symbolized power and virtue. In ancient China, it was the color of emperors. It's a symbol of righteousness and responsibility. In Western sacred art, the halos of saints are golden, representing enlightenment and moral strength. All this image reminds us true authority doesn't mean control, it means responsibility and sincerity. Applied it to love, that means neither person should dominate. The authority in a relationship should come from shared values, something both people create together. So when you say, I promise to honor what we agreed on, you are actually placing a golden crown on your relationship, treating it as something precious and worth protecting. Values are like a navigation system for love. They tell you what truly matters and what's non-negotiable. And the Aries, fiery and direct energy encourage us to be honest with ourselves about what we truly care about. Because once your inner values are clear, your choices in love become much easier and more authentic. In real relationships, shared or compatible values often determine how long a love can last. If your core beliefs are too different, it's like building a house on 2 separate foundations. It might stand for a while, but cracks will eventually appear. But when your values align, you naturally stand on the same team. The Emperor card symbolizes structure and systems, which perfectly reflects the relationship culture that 2 partners build together. There are things like we talk honestly when something's wrong, or we grow individually while supporting each other. This shared value act like inscription on a stone table. They're anchors that keep the relationship steady through life's storm. And deep down, your subconscious already knows this. We are naturally drawn to people who share our value. It feels safe, familiar, and grounding. But when values crash and remain unsolved, your subconscious often sends signals through anxiety, unease, or even physical tension, as if it's saying, something here doesn't feel right. That's why it's so important to check in with yourself. Are the values I hold truly mine, or are they one I inherit from others? Just like an emperor reviewing old laws, we too need to examine our inner belief and have the courage to revise the one that no longer serves us. Finally, in love, shared values are like the foundation you build together. Try sitting down with your partner and identifying 3 to 5 values that matter most to you both, like honesty, trust, and supporting each other's dream. Then, make them real in your daily life. Communicate openly, express gratitude, celebrate each other's small wins. Differences will always exist, but when there is mature understanding and willingness to adapt, even conflict can turn into a new kind of balance. So think about it. What shared values bring you and your partner closer? And where might you need a little more harmony? When love is built on values, it's not easily shaken by emotions or outside temptation, because you both know what you cherish and what you stand for. In the end, values are to love what foundations are to a home. When a base is strong, the house can rise higher. When your values are solid, love can blossom into something truly beautiful. May you and the one you love build that steady golden castle together. The energy of yellow on top, deep yellow on bottom teaches us one essential lesson: learning to shift from control to responsibility and from rigidity to softness. It might sound like something out of a self-help book, but it's actually very practical. The yellow on top inspires us to express ourselves bravely and take action. The deep yellow beneath reminds us to be disciplined, consistent, and reliable. When these two energies are in balance, you become someone who is both confident and compassionate. You are a person who can lead and listen at the same time. That's what inner growth really means. Evolving from trying to control everything outside of you to learning how to manage what's within you. That's simply saying, I need others to act how I want it, change into I keep my promises and stay open to hearing others out. True inner growth in relationship usually happens during those uncomfortable moments. There are conflicts, miscommunications, and moments of friction. When you're used to taking charge and your partner asks for more space or voice, it can trigger an inner struggle. Part of you might think, I'm doing this for us, while another part whispers, maybe I should step back and let them lead this time. If you try letting go, even just once, you might be surprised. You will see your partner's strengths, and you will also experience what it feels like to be cared for. That's what inner growth looks like, moving your relationship toward more balance, equality, and trust. Love, in this sense, is one of the greatest teachers. It's a mirror reflecting both your light and your shadow, forcing you to face parts of yourself you may have overlooked. Maslow once said that self-actualization is the process of becoming more of who you are, and love often triggers that process. Some people discover their creativity through love, others awaken their healing power through heartbreak. The fiery energy of Aries brings courage to start anew, while the Emperor's structure helps us integrate our lessons, turning sweetness and pink alike into nourishment for our growth. Our subconscious plays a key role in all this. It speaks to us through dreams, intuitions, or even physical sensation, nudging us when we're off track. Sometimes it repeats the same lesson until we finally learn them. For example, if you keep attracting emotionally unavailable partners, it's not bad luck. It's your subconscious asking you to learn self love, to stop looking outside yourself for validation. As Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Every moment of awareness is the beginning of change. When you stop to reflect and pull these hidden patterns into the light, you create room for new choices. Aries energy encourages you to take bold, different actions, while the Emperor's ground energy helps you organize what you have learned. So growth becomes real, not just a thought, but a life transformation. Growth isn't something just happens, it's something you practice. Meditation, journaling, self-reflection, this help build awareness. Learning new skill or adopting a growth mindset helps expand your perspective. Therapy, coaching, or even deep conversation with your partner can reveal blind spots and help you grow faster. And don't underestimate small daily actions. Saying no when you need to, listening without reacting, or simply practicing patience. This all stretch your comfort zones and strengthen emotional maturity. At the same time, don't forget self-care. When you cultivate inner stability, you no longer depend entirely on your partner for safety and validation. Perhaps most importantly, growth also means embracing vulnerability. Being able to say, I'm struggling or I was wrong isn't weakness. It's a form of courage that deepens intimacy because real connection doesn't come from perfection. It comes from honesty and trust. Inner growth isn't about becoming flawless, it's about becoming real and whole. It's when love is no longer about seeking safety, but about offering it and walking hand in hand toward maturity and freedom together. In our next episode, I will be sharing more about developing our intuitive connection to color and its spiritual meaning. Gratitude to the universe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share so more people can discover the meaning and beauty of color and spiritual intuition. See you next time. Yoo-hoo!